let me tell you something, DarkMatch fans. It's time for another week of the show. We're going to do our TNA episode right now, and start off, I'm Christopher Says, DarkMatch's Macedon of the Monotone.
I'm No Leaf Clover.
And I'm the Arrow, everyone's favorite.
And I am your foxy friend Backlash, and goddamn Red Sox, how the fuck did they fuck up this season so badly? I swear to God, Theo Epstein better be fucking fired by next season, or I'm gonna smash someone's face, and I will kill every single one of you out there. I will kill anyone in my path, do you hear me?
They may be the plucky underdogs, but they're not an empire.
So anyways, how was you guys this week?
The Redskins lost on Monday Night Football.
Well, how about this?
6 field goals.
How about this? We have an Iron Sheik tweet to cheer us up. Watch my movie, Bye Bye Bin Laden on demand, or go fuck yourself.
What? What is it? Bye Bye Bin Laden or go
Bye Bye Bin Laden, apparently.
Well, that's a little late.
Just a smidge or a scotch or two. I'm not really sure what Sheik is getting at here.
I don't even know what, he should specify what party is. For all we know, he could be just the random Iranian wheelchair.
We don't even know if it's actually his movie.
I'm looking this up right now.
It's a movie? What?
He said, watch my movie, Bye Bye Bin Laden.
Oh, I don't think that's a real thing.
I would think not.
I don't care, I'm looking it up.
Also, Sheik has pretty much denounced the current Iranian government.
Okay.
They are no longer number one.
Well, unless he's a heel in WWE, then they'll be number one.
No, Sheik's become a face now in his elder age.
Well, how can you not love the guy, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like your crazy uncle, if you were Sabu. Well, no, that's different.
Because then your uncle would be even more crazy.
Different uncle, and
your
yeah,
uncle
even
would
more
never
crazy.
keep kayfabe, or he would always be in kayfabe.
Yeah, he's the guy who shows up at cookouts who claims to be your uncle, but nobody knows who he is.
And also claims to be a famous professional wrestler in the 80s. Sorry, Sheik, that was a little bit low. Yeah, we gotta talk.
We've been stalling.
We gotta talk about some TNA.
Let me say this about TNA. The Red Sox just closed out the most humiliating season I've had last night in Baltimore, and Impact was worse.
It wasn't terrible.
The only thing ahead of the Red Sox are disenfranchisement for being the Red Sox.
And this couldn't have even been their worst season ever. You know why? Because they always can look back and say, oh, look, remember Bill Buckner? I mean, it's not like you're the frickin' Buffalo Bills of the MLB.
The Buffalo Bills are 3-0.
No, you're not.
This season, but their illustrious past.
But they're 3-0 now.
Yeah, and they beat the Patriots. How does that feel, Backlash? Let's talk about some wrestling.
Fucking stab you through the portal. Do you hear me?
Can we please talk about how
There's
Sting
no
was
portal
not?
in my apartment, bitch.
Let's talk about how Sting wasn't acting like a douchebag, like this week. He came in and he was hyping the whole Rude is going to represent the company in Dixie, and he's going to take down Immortal by taking down Kurt Angle, and he wasn't acting like a fucking douche.
I want to know why Bobby Roode was okay with Sting speaking for him. Like, Bobby Roode hadn't put over any of this stuff in any of his promos, and now Sting just comes out and he's just like, yeah, he's representing basically my side of the deal. Like, they're just going back to this whole stupid Immortal versus Dixie thing, when instead of focusing on Bobby Roode's first title shot ever, and being a big thing for him. It's like they're taking away the pride and the honor that comes with the TNA title. I know, I can't believe I'm saying those words.
Sting's really just framing it. At the very least, he kind of gives the whole. He gives the stage to Rude, like he calls him out. We get chants for him, some of which unfortunately sounded canned, but it's TNA.
Could be worse. Yeah.
If you're not used to canned chants with TNA, then you're not used to fucking anything. That's all they have. Is canned.
Yeah, and everything's new to you. But Sting pretty much puts him over hard. Like, he basically all but calls him like a credible threat against Angle, and once again, more chance. Like, more, this is your time. And Rude gives him his word that like he'll kill Angle. I don't think he uses those words, but
I don't.
You say this wasn't a bad promo, and it's not as bad as some of recent promos, but it went nowhere.
It was just hype, really. It probably should have gone on next week's show, but I thought it was straightforward and it wasn't too long.
Well, it couldn't go on next week's show because next week, spoiler warning, we're going to have the Hulk Hogan Not So retirement party. So
yeah,
we'll get to that at the end of the show.
Out comes AJ. He encourages him also. It'll be hard for him to get another shot. Like, you have to be friends with the right people, brother, in order to get as many title shots as possible. So this is your one opportunity to take it. And then Angle arrives and pretty much tries to manipulate AJ, or tries to get in his head by saying, "Remember, AJ, if you win, you'll get a title shot after Bound for Glory."
I really don't like this part where Angle keeps trying to convince all the members of Immortal. Like, the only person it sort of worked on was fucking Daniels, and it didn't even work on him.
Yeah, Daniels is more concerned with AJ.
It would be different. It would be different if anyone seemed to fucking care what Kurt was saying, but since they don't, it just makes Kurt look like a fucking dumbass for continuing to try to convince these people who have no fucking intention of ever listening to him to fucking listen to him.
Kurt just looks like a fucking zombie.
No, yeah,
he's such a shell of his former self. And last night I watched his match with HBK at, what was it, WrestleMania Goes Hollywood?
Yeah, WrestleMania 21.
Yeah, and that was just so excellent. And now you just look at him, it's just like, he's not even half the man he used to be. He's like a tenth.
I think a tenth might be generous.
And you know what? He goes on to remind us again, like, "Oh, Dixie made me look like an idiot. That's why I'm against her."
No, Dixie did
Kurt, Dixie didn't make you look like an idiot. That would be the guy you've currently allied yourself with that made you look like an idiot.
Yeah, Dixie didn't make you feud with your ex-wife. Dixie didn't get you in all those DUIs. Dixie didn't make you become a painkiller addict. This is all you're doing.
Yes, Sabu.
You're my boss. You should be informing me about every aspect of my personal life.
Sabu made him a painkiller addict.
Yeah, I think it's funny because that story on his U-shoot, he's just like, you know what?
He was like, he went in the back and his balls were black, man. I felt bad. I saw. So I gave him these pills, and he was like, "What are these?" And I was like, "You know what they are."
And then he gives him more pills. It's like, "What are these?" You know what they are.
It's Sabu's fault. But yeah, we've derailed.
Backstage.
We're not giving enough credit. We're not giving enough credit to what was a terse, to the point promo. Although Kurt still looks like an idiot.
And backstage, the Hulkster is adjusting his bandana and walking. That was a great little cutaway that we needed. And that was before we went to commercial. And after that, we get an X Division match for number one contender, which will be a ladder match, of all things.
Well, hey, it's Russo, so these things are expected.
Yes, and it's Alex Shelley versus Zema Ion, where have you been, versus Kid Cash versus Jesse Sorensen, Go Football, versus Brian Kendrick, and we've got Austin Aries who joins Mike and Taz on commentary.
This match,
yeah, what everyone said about Destination X, that it's like, yeah, decent pay-per-view, but it's like they're not going to give the division like a second thought afterwards. Pretty much right.
Yeah.
Also, there was this spot at the beginning where Kendrick charges at Ion, Zema, and then he gets dumped on the floor, but he does not brace himself at all, so he just takes it like an idiot, and he should have just like killed himself on that fall out of the ring. But
Yeah, I gotta say, for an X Division match, there wasn't really a lot notable or fun about this. It was.
Yeah.
It was a 5-minute ladder match.
It was just basic spot fest, really.
I mean, Zima Ion hit a pretty good moonsault, but that's about all I remember.
And this was 5 minutes for a fucking ladder match.
For number one contendership, 5 minutes.
How do you do like? You're making the gimmick of the match like the. It's making it worthless. It's making it pointless. Like, is this supposed to be like your Money in the Bank?
No, it wasn't even a Money in the Bank. It was just they were gonna have.
No, I know what it is. It makes them. They grab the contract for number one contendership. But I mean, like you're trying to get the contract so you can have your World Heavyweight title match or whatever, your X Division title match. You know what I'm saying? And it's a ladder match. But I'm saying it just doesn't work when it's only 5 minutes. You're supposed to have these this great enduring longer match. Like, I mean, I almost feel like 15 minutes is like the minimum you should have for a ladder match.
Yeah, it's typical TNA. Let's just have a fucking gimmick match on free TV, just because kind of bullshit.
I mean, even for TV, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all for like a match like that.
You know what? I really think we have to point out the ending, because first, Kendrick wins, and I so do not give a shit about Brian Kendrick anymore.
What Mike Tenay describes as a race to the top.
And second, they've done this before, where it's a clipboard with a contract on it, and I think they did this in a ladder match where it was number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Christian grabs a contract, but they're like, no, you gotta grab the clipboard. That's the part that counts.
Yeah, Kendrick did this.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick did it last night and wins the match, just grabbing the contract. And good job on the cameraman to show a close-up that it was just a blank piece of paper.
It's like a lot of inconsistencies there. There, TNA.
Wait. You mean TNA is disrespecting continuity?
Yes.
Surely, yes.
And you'd think a guy like Austin Aries would point that out. Although I think he had hopped off commentary at that point.
Yeah, because he comes out to the ring and starts yelling. Or no, Kendrick signs the contract. Aries yells at him.
Yeah, he signs the contract, throws it at Aries, and then Aries starts stomping on it.
That'll show him.
Yeah.
I don't recognize your contract. Give me a match with Zima Ion.
Yeah, it's just like Teases is saying. Aries is nothing but a ripoff of CM Punk.
Yeah,
I still don't know.
I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
Maybe Freddie Mercury.
But yeah, Kazarian, we have another backstage door frame close-up, low depth of field promo where Kazarian is...
lines in the way this time?
Nah, but Kazarian's basically hyping up two of his friends locking up in an epic battle, and Tracy and Jeff.
Wrong plastic bimbo.
Jeff Jarrett basically says, "Get your ass on the ring, you and Tracy," and then they cut to Hulk Hogan doing some more pacing, and then Ric Flair is on the phone, sounding like someone just accused him of blowing Bruiser Brody.
That actually is pretty much what it sounded like, because he's like, "What? You did what? No, you don't do anything until I get there. I gotta talk to you about this." Woo!
You realize it was his financial advisor.
Probably.
What do you mean I don't have any more money?
Yeah, as we'll find out later,
Rick, you haven't had any money since 1994.
Not even with WWE did you make a red cent.
But yeah,
anyways, I really don't want to move on to this next part because the Jarretts.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
I've never been secretive that I just hate Karen Jarrett, and every time she shows up on my TV, I just want to crawl into a corner and die.
You know what? She's a great heel.
No, she's not.
She's not.
She is. You hate her. She does her point. She does her job.
No, but she's not engaging. She's not interesting. She's not charismatic. She's just annoying.
She's a good heel by default, basically. She's not a good heel like in the same way that Vicky's a good heel. She's a good heel because she's probably a shit person.
So basically, my heat for her is X-Pac heat. I don't want to see her anymore. I want her to go away. I seriously, if I was not obligated to watch this, I'd just change the channel. Well, I would have changed the channel about 20 minutes earlier when this fucking program came on, but...
You know, TNA won't miss you internet geeks talking about them.
I bet they won't.
Because the internet crowd is just the 10%ers, you know?
We're the 10%ers watching now.
Yes, that's why they have to direct auto for cheap sponsorship.
Hey, they need to get money somewhere. Panda Energy doesn't want to foot the whole bill. All right.
Anyway,
Tracy's a skank. Tracy is a 10-cent hoe.
This whole fucking promo is ridiculous. Why does Kaz not care that she fucked Eric Bischoff?
Because clearly it was a threesome and Kazarian was there. So he was.
Well, that's even worse.
Well, Tracy's a 10-cent hoe. That's all I got.
Yeah. That's what's bugging me. That the giant fucking plot hole of Kaz being so upset that fucking Jeff Jarrett would call his wife a whore when she is a whore.
She slept with Eric Bischoff 3 times to get a job, and she still didn't get it.
Yeah, TNA, we've pretty much been established multiple times that TNA is pretty much Gotham City. And Gotham City is portrayed by Christopher Nolan, and it's like Kaz has to feel okay with his wife fucking someone to get ahead because, hey, they got to register for those food stamps at least.
There's basically no point to this promo. It just ends in a pull-apart brawl because it's not an episode of Impact without a pull-apart brawl.
And then Gunner comes down.
Yeah, I thought we had kind of forgotten about him.
No, we forgot about Murphy. Gunner comes down, to which Mike Tenay says, "It's Gunner!" And then once he gets in the ring, he says, "Immortal's Gunner!" As if there's 2 of them.
As if he has to remind us which Gunner it is, as if there's a much more famous... Oh yeah, there's the Gunner. There's the Gunner from Mighty Ducks too.
And there's the Gunner from the band Nelson.
Oh yeah.
Named Gunner
God.
Nelson.
Oh my god, someone actually named their child.
He does an awful F5. He does a very, very sloppy F5 to the point where Kazarian has to kind of throw his knees in and land much, much easier from what it looked like. But yeah, it wasn't good.
No, it wasn't.
No.
This is what we get.
And this guy got a 3-disc DVD.
Gunner?
He has a DVD?
Yeah.
You're fucking bullshitting.
How does he have enough material for 3 discs?
It's being released on the...
That's the funny part.
It's being released on the same day that the 3-disc release of Chris Harris's Triumphant Return is being released.
Oh, wow. Yeah, what was that, 2 days?
Yeah.
Well, did they clearly put it on, they must have put it on such high resolution.
Yeah, we gave
takes up the entire disc.
all those great interviews. He's about behind the scenes of how they thought up the angle. Well, they gave me this leather jacket that I may have worn during my first run. They thought it looked ominous.
Then they saw that I had a beer gut, and they didn't even try and cover it up. I just said, hey, it's a paycheck.
I'm gonna have to review this DVD, aren't I?
And speaking of things that didn't happen, we our next match, Ink Inc. versus Mexican America, that didn't happen.
Hey, that's very clever.
What ends up happening? Yeah, I had to keep bringing it on the nose, but basically they green spray paint MA on either Jesse Neal or Shannon Moore's back, and there was no Christina Von Eerie, and I'm quite disappointed about that.
Oh look, it's another match of Raw.
She was getting the food stamps and going grocery shopping.
It's supposed to. The match is supposed to be Anarchia versus fucking Jesse Neal and Mexican America come down and they beat them up and blah blah fucking blah.
I thought it would be a tag match.
What I didn't understand is how Anarchia is already good to wrestle after Ink Inc. apparently tattooed his penis last week.
It's... isn't that sexual assault?
What the fuck did you just say?
Yes, that was what was implied last week when Ink Inc. attacked Mexican America at the tattoo parlor, that they tattooed his penis.
Oh my god, fuck this show so hard.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's okay to wrestle, I don't know.
Hey,
that's sexual assault. No, that's
Backlash.
just assault, period.
You know,
Backlash.
well, who says they're legal immigrants anyway?
hey, Backlash. Guess what Bully Ray had to say in this next backstage promo?
Let me guess. It's like, oh, Hulk Hogan trusts me more than anyone in Immortal.
Yep, he's the first one that Hulk Hogan called to tell him about his retirement. Not Ric Flair, not Jay Lethal, not.
Jeez, Mr. Flair, I'm sorry I crossed the line.
I need the help.
Give me apple pie.
He trusts Bully Ray more than he trusts Eric Bischoff and Gunner.
I thought he'd be...
Yes, because Bully Ray, he looks like such a trusting guy.
Yeah, he's a bully, just like Hulk. They can be bullies together.
But yeah, there's not much to speak about there. Bully Ray isn't really involved in anything beyond being associated with Immortal this week.
Yeah, they had to call him.
But James Storm is talking about how he's very happy that Rude won. Like he's not at all stressed that like he didn't get his shot. He needs someone to prove that Beer Money is the best, and like Rude will win the world title to do that. And next we have Ric Flair yelling at Hogan saying, "You're Hulk Hogan! You can't retire. What are you doing?"
You have to be like Hulk. Hulk, you have to be like me. You have to die in the ring, brother. No, seriously, that's my plan. I'm just gonna fucking die. Just drop dead in the ring one day. It's gonna be
as far as I'm concerned, Ric
if
Flair
that
already died in
happened,
the ring.
TNA would show that.
Oh, God, yes. Oh. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, now we're hyping Tara versus Madison Rayne.
Yay.
It had a fucking hype package.
Yeah,
Madison Rayne still works here?
Yes, she does. I know, crazy, right? They had a package to hype how Madison got Tara fired last year.
Didn't they already have this feud?
Yes! 3 times!
Why are we doing this again?
Because they said, oh, we left something on hold. We left it on Waylay, and we're gonna pick it back up.
Yeah, we're not like WWE where we just drop angles like Nexus helping Kane bury Undertaker alive or anything.
Yeah. Well, who the fuck would want to see Wade Barrett versus Undertaker at WrestleMania? Or excuse me, wrong italicization. Undertaker versus Wade Barrett. But yeah, Tara and Madison Rayne, they seemed like quite a unit, and then Madison Rayne told Tara to run over Mickie James, and reluctantly she did, but that made their relationship a lot more rifty. Too bad Rayne doesn't have any winter powers, or
does she still have the glove though, or the crown, or the
no,
sash?
she doesn't have the loaded glove. They stopped that as a gimmick. She doesn't have the power of the punch. Let's see.
Does she have the power of the sunglass hut though?
No, that was Taylor Wilde, and she didn't.
I thought it was Madison Rayne.
Taylor Wilde, she lost the power of the sunglasses hut after people found out that she was working there.
Yeah.
But Madison Rayne versus Tara, another thing that didn't happen.
Wait. I think it's worth to point out that we also see Crimson backstage.
Oh yeah.
Good, he still works here.
Hey, he was in Brooklyn last week.
Was he? Okay.
No, was that 2 weeks ago?
He was in he was totally in Brooklyn. He wasn't in some random room in fucking Universal Studios. No, he was in Brooklyn. It looks just like Brooklyn too.
Yeah, they're still
billing him. Didn't you see that potted plant?
They're still billing him in as Amazing Red's brother. When number one they released Amazing Red, and number two, fucking That makes that's about as flimsy nowadays as Christian and Edge, only it happened a lot faster. Christian and Edge brothers. Like, but yeah, let's go to this match. It's a Queen's Challenge first round match.
Yeah,
what's the fuck is that?
Doing this stupid ass thing.
It's the thing that fucking Karen was being all screechy and Karen-ish about last fucking week.
So, are they gonna do like a what FCW has, where they have like a FCW Divas champ and like a queen, FCW queen?
I thought they fucking united those two things because it was stupid. The only reason that they had a queen at FCW.
No. Just
Oksana is still the queen, but she's not the Divas champ anymore because she lost the last FCW.
It's just whoever wins these matches gets to face Winter at Bound for Glory.
So why not just call it a fucking number one contendership battle?
Or a tournament. Ooh, we like tournaments, don't we?
I don't even want to talk about this match. A lot of people out there seem to be warming up to Madison Rayne. I don't see it.
Me neither.
See what we're starting to see in her.
Yeah, I don't know it either. Like she really doesn't have any ability at all.
No.
I wouldn't want them to do anything with her. She's not good. But this match was mostly just like Tara trying to get like a decent match in there, and Earl Hebner is like getting distracted by Madison Rayne's seduction, very weak seduction of.
Oh yes,
that fucking
space, and basically eventually Hebner, I forgot exactly what made him do it, but like he stopped paying attention to her, like he was like, okay, I'm just gonna turn my back on the action and let Tara have her way. Even though that happens, Madison Rayne still gets a leverage, a roll up using the ropes as leverage.
Yeah.
Not much to say about this. It's. Ugh.
Yeah. This was stupid. Why is she trying to seduce Earl Hebner? Why is Earl Hebner even falling for this? You've been around these women for how long? You probably have a wife because you have, or at least you had a wife because you have a son.
I don't get it.
I know why. I know why. Because in Vince Russo's mind, all women are whores.
Pretty much. And all men are horny.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, my God, you're giving me bad thoughts about Earl Hebner now.
Oh, yeah.
Bow chicka bow wow.
I was waiting for that. Well, after this lovely match, we have Mr. Christopher Daniels saying that he's going home because he's got nothing to do here. But the cameraman...
Really?
The cameraman apparently has a speaking role now, but then he says that he's going to have a match with AJ Styles at Bound for Glory. And then Daniels asks if AJ has heat with The Office because why would they want to see him beat AJ again? My God.
Daniels, what the fuck do you mean you have nothing to do? Weren't you, like, trying to become world champion and shit?
No, he stopped doing that when it's all about AJ. His best friend, he's having a love affair with his best friend, isn't he?
Yep.
Something like that.
It's Russo trope number 324. Best friends are fighting.
Well, that's just like that's not even.
You know what? That's actually that's a good idea for a site. They have TV tropes. We're gonna make Russo tropes.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's got his own trope page. I mean, they invented the Russo swerve. They even mentioned it in like every single fucking WCW thing. I went back and I watched War Games 2000, and I had fucking Tony Schiavone. Vince Russo was in War Games 2000, and they had Kevin. They were supposed to, like, everyone on Vince Russo's team was supposed to be fighting to get Russo the belt. And in the end, Russo gave it to Kevin Nash, and like, the Russo swerve. And I was just, God damn this.
Fucking Russo.
And this was after Russo announced in 2000 that he was not an athlete and had no business being in the ring. It was funny to see him dressed in hockey gear, though.
Why? Because he's not athletic at all when he's a big, doughy, ugly man?
Yeah. He was dressed in a New Jersey Devils jersey. Now we're getting off track. Crimson comes out to the ring. Says that Joe fractured his ankle. And he was angry because the man with minus 10 points took out the front runner in the Bound for Glory series that nobody really cared about. And now he's out for blood. So then Joe comes out of whatever they call the gorilla position in TNA and says that Crimson's lucky he let him walk out of there last time.
The Bruce Pritchard
next time, he's gonna kick his ass and take away his undefeated streak.
Yeah,
Crimson calls him a bitch.
He says with Crimson not in TNA, who's gonna be around to be my bitch?
Yes, exactly. As if to say the only reason Joe is there is because Crimson is his bitch.
Well, I mean, let's not fool ourselves. It's kind of true at this point. God knows
Joe
Joe
does have nothing for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never given a shit about a Crimson promo, and I'm not going to start now, so you guys take this one.
Yeah, he's all right, but he doesn't really have such a likable voice either way.
I don't mind his voice. I don't hate Crimson. I don't dislike him. I just think he kind of he hasn't done enough to justify the weird monster push that they decided to use.
Yeah,
giving him the Goldberg push.
Yeah.
Without him really having the same presence as Goldberg.
Right.
I mean, he's a good enough worker. He's
still green.
He's still green, but he's for where he is in his.
He's got like 4 moves.
Well, he
kick.
He doesn't even own a television set. It always has to go back to that.
Well, the 4 moves he knows are very well executed. That's what I'm saying.
Handle slam.
Well, that would be 5 moves.
I don't even know.
Then there's also Sky High.
Oh, yes, that's right. He is the Sky.
Or Red Sky.
The Red Sky.
D'Lo's going to be like, Crimson, I taught you everything I know.
Can I learn the head bob? Come on, D'Lo. Teach me the head bob.
No, he can't teach anyone that. That's most likely a genetic mutation.
I don't know. Did Road Dog Master did pretty well in the DX parody.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, without Eric Young feuding with Scott Baio, I'm finding that there's very little to keep me interested in this show.
But yeah, Crimson eventually gets pissed off enough to spear the fuck out of Joe, and Joe
puts him in the old heel hook.
Yeah, he attacks the ankle, the recovering ankle, and then that prompts Matt Morgan to come out for the save and to Morgan chance.
The DNA of TNA.
Oh, good. These two are teaming up. Now that's nightmare fuel.
Yeah. At least he doesn't have the stuttering gimmick anymore.
No.
Well, long story short, he goes to the carbon footprint, but misses because Joe is so fast. And then Joe hightails it back, and everyone is marking out for Matt Morgan, though I don't really believe that. Then Morgan and Crimson are super good buds, and we end the segment. Next segment. Styles is backstage. He's talking. He's gonna get Booby Rude ready for Bound for Glory, and that's about it.
Yeah.
On to my favorite part that I don't want to talk about at all: the Pope versus Ken Anderson.
I have a question. Who was I supposed to be rooting for in this match?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure Ken Anderson turned face and then was helping Sting.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that there's no Bound for Glory series, so nothing's really.
Anderson wasn't even in that, was he?
No.
Nope.
And good. He already has a main event spot. All he has to do is keep at.
Also because he was technically champion for a point during the Bound for Glory series.
Yes.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks, but whatever.
So which I think
it wasn't even
because if you were champion in any sense of that tournament, they're just like, hey, you can't be in the tournament. I'm sorry.
Don't need nothing but a good time. Yeah, this match again, like most of the other matches, basically didn't happen. It was, I mean...
No, it happened. It just wasn't interesting.
Yeah, they did their competent spots, and then this turns into a whole Devon thing.
Yeah, I'm sick of Devon's kids.
I thought this plot point was over. I thought Pope and Devon were friends now.
No, that's the thing. Like, Devon actually referenced that. He's like, we can't have any of my paranoia, like, setting in. He didn't say that, but that's pretty much what it is. He's like, we can't have me getting pissed off for no reason. We were working together. We were starting to click.
Yeah, and then he got pissed off and angry for absolutely no fucking reason.
It's because his kids wanted to involve themselves in the match with Mr. Anderson. He was like, I give the orders, I call the shots. Basically,
I don't get, and Pope's just like, dude, chill. It's not that fucking serious. And he's like, yeah, rabble. Okay, but Devon, just relax, man. Don't tell me relax. You shut up. You shut up.
Glad we have the black guy talking about this.
I don't care about Devon. He's been the fucking heel in this entire fucking feud. I don't care anymore.
I mean, the thing is, you can argue for everyone being the heel or face, so that leaves everyone as a tweener, and they shouldn't be.
But nonetheless,
and I still really don't understand, because wasn't at the beginning of this year Pope kind of being billed as, Satan?
Yeah. And he was feuding with Joe, but Joe was a complete asshole the entire time. But Pope was even a bigger asshole because he was bringing out pigs and calling it Joe and carving it up. And then Joe ended up losing that series anyway, that feud.
Pretty miserably.
Wait. Let me get one thing clear. You mean Joe was losing something?
Oh, yes, Joe lost. Again and again and again. We are very far away from when he held the frickin' ROH title for over a year.
Joe, it sucks to be you.
Hope it's worth a paycheck because, I think you've gained the weight of an Uso since then.
Yeah, the Usos are getting to Joe, are moving their way gradually to Joe territory.
Yeah, I think their push is over. The little bit of it that it was.
They had a push?
Yeah, they were on NXT and Superstars.
Well, their push was...
I guess when you're the Usos, that counts as a push.
Plus, I think they appeared on SmackDown.
Their push was basically a debut push, that's all. They were on SmackDown a couple of times in the past few months.
Yeah, and then, what was it? Jay got a DUI.
We didn't mention, though, that Bully Ray kendo sticked...
oh, yeah.
And that's what won.
Bully was there for a reason, people. He's still angry at Anderson.
The hilarity of this is that, unlike... What was it? No Surrender?
No Surrender was the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, No Surrender. There weren't so many Bully Ray promos. But even when...
it's funny because, every single heel in that pay-per-view went out and tried to stall the crowd, but the only one who was actually able to get heat was frickin' Bully Ray.
I don't know if that's sad or hilarious.
I think it's actually a compliment to him being in the business for 20 years.
But yeah,
Pope... it's sad in the fact that none of their other heels could actually successfully do it.
I'm reading this description, usually for the show, to give a behind-the-scenes scoop, we kind of read from notes, we read from, our thoughts, and we read from results. Pope doesn't seem to know what happened, but doesn't seem to care either. As far as, you and us.
Well, he won, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't care, I won.
It's true, he's not really acting like a friend, he's just come on, man, chill.
Just relax, man. It's alright, man.
Okay, also, if Devon doesn't want his sons there, why doesn't he just get them banned from the arena? We've seen tonight that they do have a semblance of security.
I know. He gets mad that his sons get involved all the fucking time. Why not just, I don't know.
Stop. I mean, obviously, TNA security is... Impact Zone security is nothing like WWE's building-to-building security because at least WWE can keep Melina out. I mean, maybe one crazy Latina chick is different than two
Oh, let's just move on from this crap. We've got another Bobby Roode promo.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, all good. Like all these AJ and Roode and Kazarian and James Storm, all good promos.
This is probably the best Bobby Roode, or this is the best video promo, whatever package that TNA has done in like 6 years.
Yeah, it was a decent video promo that they did of him, and
I mean, when he's watching TV, normally you can never have a guy who's just watching TV. That's what they actually did. Instead of like a guy with a TV on, he's like chatting with like 15 other people or whatever, some other bullshit's going on. He's actually intently studying Kurt Angle matches, even if they're the TNA Kurt Angle matches, because they can't use footage from other crap. Or, I mean, WWE.
Kurt Angle isn't using his WWE game here anyway, so.
Right.
So it's par for course that he should only see TNA matches.
Yeah, I suppose. But, you know, he puts Kurt over, and he puts himself over, and it was a really good promo package. A-plus effort, TNA.
It's so good. Right. It's so good that it makes it all the more likely that he's gonna fucking job.
Yes, but
I can't fathom that.
You can't? Oh, you can't? You can't?
No. There is no...
Do you know what company we're talking about?
I do, but there is no possible way that you can look at something so clearly and say, hey, let's have the guy who's already been world champ like 7 times his entire career keep winning.
That's been the basis of the entire company for the past 3 years.
Howard Johnson
is right. I have no faith in TNA ever being able to do the right thing. The right thing is to make Bobby Roode the fucking world heavyweight champion and build...
At your biggest pay-per-view of the year that actually might get you positive dollars.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the move that they, right now, that would, rub Bobby Roode.
Yeah, it is the logical move. But this is TNA. They haven't made a logical move since...
Ever.
Ah!
Since they fired Vince Russo the first time.
And then they hired Dusty, and he was even worse somehow.
That's because he brought in Black Rain. A.K.A. Goldust, a.k.a. his fucking son.
He's like, sometimes these voices just come to me. Ah! My Tourette's from WWE.
I was struck by lightning. Electrocuted.
And
Bischoff.
Unfortunately, we have to gloss over Bobby Roode versus AJ Styles. A nice, decisive match. If not for the fact that it was
a really good match.
And AJ at the end puts over Bobby Roode, saying he's the only one to ever dodge his Pele kick. Ever!
Well, actually, I imagine there must have been one match where Samoa Joe stepped aside of it.
Yeah, it's like when...
Just get the fuck out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when Bully Ray said nobody's ever kicked out of the 3D.
Hey, Young kicked out of that.
That's happened. But yeah, people don't seem to notice this. Yes, that's one of Samoa Joe's things is that he just steps aside of high flying spots.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's actually pretty funny, but nonetheless, there's some good like back and forth here. Especially towards the end, like they were able to really like have like a nice finish sequence.
This was probably the best main event TNA's had in fucking months. Just
even very short length.
Actually, correction. This isn't the main event. Hulk Hogan's announcement is the main event.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
You just had to ruin it. We were all feeling good, talking about a good wrestling match.
We had a good Bobby Roode video package, then we got a great match from Bobby Roode and AJ Styles. Oh, guess what? Hulkster's on next.
You fucking suck. I hate you.
Well, just to add a little bit of black food coloring to the punch, Roode won with the cripple crossface, everybody.
Mm.
That's dark because it implies Chris Benoit. But
no, they just don't have to call it the cripple or crossface. That's what they do with Daniel Bryan.
Well, it's different because he traps the leg different.
But it's true.
It's still a leg trap crossface.
But it's a different leg trap.
Oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, because the camel clutch and the standard recliner are just so fucking different, too.
No, one's a camel clutch, the other's a camel clutch. Like, it's a different variation. And, like, I will admit that lariat and clothesline are pretty much the same thing, but...
One's where you swing the arm, the other's where you keep it stiff.
No, that, theoretically, that is the case, but people have called clotheslines lariats and lariats clotheslines to the point...
It's because the action happens so fast, it's whatever you say.
Yeah, but,
The lariat from hell!
I hate you. Check, yeah, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan's walking around, AJ Styles says, like, I had my doubts, but Rude is ready, which is kind of funny, because you kept on hyping him as the man to do it. He's never missed a Pele. Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now Hulk Hogan, here comes, Eldon Wayne Hulk's, big announcement.
Terry Bollea?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan is actually kind of not Hulk Hogan, which is very...
Yeah, he turned off the character for like 10 fucking seconds.
I feel like I got 1 million pounds lifted off my shoulder. Fraternal acquaintance. I don't,
You know what I kept thinking about?
We're not going to talk...
Because this is the faux Hulk Hogan's gonna retire thing. You know what I kept thinking this whole fucking time? God, I wish this was real. Because
I know.
We all did. Like,
you're listening to Hulk Hogan saying, like, oh, I'm done, brother. I can't do it no more. I'm not going to be involved anymore, brother. And the only thing I'm thinking Invader Zim quotes. I'm going, lies! He lies! He lies!
What I was thinking is...
Yeah, because we know it's not...
And you know why?
Spoilers.
You know why? I mean, it's not just because Hulk Hogan is full of crap. It's because they taped next week's show already.
Well, no, it's not even that. Okay, it is that, but still, I found myself going, if this was just real this one fucking time, this was the most sincere, honest, real promo I think I have ever heard Hulk Hogan fucking cut. Where he's just like, I've done it all. I've wrestled everywhere. I sold out the Silver Dome. I did this and that. I don't have anything left to do, so I'm gonna retire. And I was like, if this was his honest to God last fucking promo, it'd be fucking perfect. Why can't this
still, he lies!
Hey, geez, a little loud, bro.
Well, that's what you get for wearing headphones.
Why would I not wear headphones? I don't want an echo coming through my speakers.
I don't wear headphones. You don't hear any echo here. Jerk. But anyway, yeah, we're not going to talk about this because there's really nothing to talk about. Like,
because it's not true.
I mean, even if not for the tapings, we wouldn't have believed this.
Well, no, okay. When the taping happened, and then the news broke that the spoilers were that Hogan was retiring, everyone was excited. It was all over the place. It's just like, he's done. The next
Finally.
day, he's back! Fuck! And then everyone's like, I knew it was a work, brother.
The only thing that we haven't mentioned is that they show Sting backstage saying, oh, he's going to win an Oscar for this one.
Which fucking makes it even more obvious that he's not gonna fucking retire.
Yeah,
as if it wasn't obvious enough.
That wasn't in the spoilers, as I recall, but
no, it is. It is.
But yeah, I like the way Sting was acting at the beginning of the show. It's just someone trying to put another person over. In this case, I just heard another person stewing with another old person.
It was fine if we didn't know the spoilers. It was sincere. It was what it needed to be. Well, I guess it wasn't really sincere, but it sounded sincere.
Yeah.
It was believable to an extent that the small amount of suspended disbelief that you can even have with TNA because they're always shooting, brother, was at an acceptable level.
And then they had to go and fuck it up.
Honestly, like, I'm still...
Congratulations, TNA. You got us to care, and then you fucked it up.
Yeah. Basically, this may not be the go-home dark match, but, like, fuck, I cannot wait to see Bound for Glory in Philadelphia. If they thought that was a good idea. They may as well fucking
Philadelphia's crowd is going to eat them alive.
Yeah, I don't know why they think that this is a good idea.
It is going to be a beautiful disaster, I can say that much right now.
Vintage Cody Rhodes.
I wasn't even thinking of that when I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Impact was altogether Impact probably wasn't that bad, but it just even when it's only mediocre, which is an improvement when Impact's mediocre, but you can't even give it props for that.
Could we just say this was the best TNA episode of the year?
Maybe.
Well, they've had a couple ones better than this. I can't think of any off the top of my head, which is sad. But
you know they happened. Yeah. So that was TNA, everybody.
You know.
Backlash seemed to enjoy it the most.
He lies!
How about the Red Sox?
You suck!
How about them Redskins?
How about Jeff Hardy?
How about them Red Wings?
Jeff Hardy.
You know what? Let's just bring it home with what gets more screen time than Jay Lethal. And I'll start. 10-cent whores get more screen time than Jay Lethal.
Sarita's pretty decent interference in the Mexican-American match got more screen time than Jay Lethal.
I don't even know.
What else? Oh, damn, I don't want to use that one because that one's lame.
Fake Retirement's got more screen time than Jay Lethal.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Rehashing a year-old feud 3 times gets more screen time than Jay Lethal. That's our show this week, everybody. I'm your good buddy, The Arrow.
I'm Christopher Says, and I'm just a voice.
I am your foxy friend Backlash, and the first person to bring me Terry Francona's head on a stick gets $500.
Oh, shit. Hold on, I gotta go. Well, I guess I have to find a car first. But once I find a car, I'm all over it.
Can you take the Amtrak?
I don't want to take Amtrak.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, pay for our MagFest tickets.
Good night and good luck, everybody.
We can't get.
You didn't even sign off, No Leaf.
Oh.
For No Leaf Clover, I'm The Arrow. Good night, everybody.
Shut up!
I'm The Arrow saying good night, good night.